already had me hooked.
Of course they know.
What if I told you that every word you say is being recorded?
Ooh, I'd say that's bad.
Every thought you've ever had. Your love. Your fear.
Ooh, Judas.
Your hate.
Big concept around
Were
it.
just planted in your brain like weeds in a garden.
So those two are probably the main three antagonists throughout the game, I would imagine so.
We both know the answer to that question. Nothing. You are the frog in a pot, boiling so slowly.
Okay.
You don't even know what's happening. But I'm here to set you free. Whether you like it or not.
Ooh, already I'm digging it already. Ooh. Thumbs up right to the face. See, and then yeah, definitely very BioShock-esque with the powers you get. Ooh. 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 Let's just go back. See, look at that. Look at that. So it seems like the device right there is the one that gives you your powers this go around. Instead of like in BioShock where they were like injections or something else that gave you your abilities, it seems like it's some sort of device that you stick into your hand that gives you like the electricity, but it also changes as well. So you obviously you can dual wield like in BioShock 2. Obviously this isn't, it's from the creators of BioShock, but it isn't gonna be, it's not a BioShock sequel or anything like that, or not. It won't be a tie-in, but more of like a, I guess, a spiritual successor. But if we go back here, or see right here, I think either that's healing, a healing aspect like nanotech or something like that, or it's engrafting the device into her hand right here. And then if we just go over just a tiny bit, so yeah, so I'm thinking it's either a healing device or it's doing something, but it seems like it could be some sort of healing thing. Obviously like story driven healing aspect, but it could be like the vital chambers in BioShock. But even like the thing here, if you go back here, right? Like if you go back to this enemy, the thing that I have a problem with this enemy right here. Oh, perfect pause. The thing that I have a problem with this enemy right here is that it's very like Atomic Heart. I'm hoping they're not all robots because I am getting a very big Atomic Heart vibe as well. And I know Atomic Heart took inspiration from BioShock, from the BioShock series. But oh, even there, look, she's got like a dog tattoo. Almost like Jack in BioShock 1 where he had the chain tattoo. And then what was that? Aim that away. Okay. So it seems like a chef robot. So we don't even know exactly what's really happened here. Are the robots gone berserk, or is it the enemies that are kind of controlling the robot? Ooh. So obviously you did something. So wishlist now, this is, I know it says like for PlayStation 5, but it's kind of weird that they also don't put it on for PC, because I did wishlist it on Steam. But yeah, that's Judas. I mean, I'm pretty freaking stoked for it. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how that game goes. If we can go back to some things here. Like I said, I think these three are definitely going to be your main antagonists in the game. And you see, everybody has the device on their hand, so they all have powers. So I'm wondering if it's kind of like plasmids, where it still gives them their abilities, or it's like augmentation for certain things. You know, yeah, see, love the big three. Obviously they're like the big three that created it. So I'm thinking he right here is like the sheriff and the law around the Mayflower. she's like the business lady, and then she's like the entertainment, the the social media person, the one that controls all the entertainment, the shows, the movies. Here's the business side of it, and then the protector kind of thing. That's what I'm kind of going for here. And then like even if we could look at like some of these like screens, right? So maybe she's a scientist as well. Maybe it's a scientific aspect of it. And then here, her guards. Um Go here. Is there anything like see like the horse guy here? So those enemies are probably going to be like part of his little regime, his little people. Um, Not too much that we haven't already seen. Like okay, so maybe like here, if you see like right up in here, it looks like almost like she's a therapist. So maybe she's not social media. Maybe she's a therapist kind of deal. And then we get a good look at our main antagonist. I haven't researched too much into it, so I don't know exactly what her name is, but this looks very disgruntled. And if we go here, I guess. Oh wait, look. Oh, June 1979. Okay, so maybe she wasn't on the ship just yet, and this is her on the ship, and this is her before the ship. That's interesting. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see here. This action will result in a catastrophic system failure. You wish to continue. I wonder what she did. Yeah, so we're seen to be on some sort of station. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is the floating station that we saw, or maybe it's a space station outside somewhere. Yeah, grabbing a gun from the dead body. Typical like Bioshock fashion. You pick up weapons from dead bodies. Okay, so maybe they weren't thumbs up. Maybe they're thumbs down, and we're throwing that at him. Maybe he's issuing some sort of martial law. Would imagine so. Just a gaggle of thumbs. So your typical like handgun weapons. Okay, we see that. And then, okay. Maybe they're food. Maybe they're food carters. I would imagine so. Maybe. See, it says Judas here as well. Maybe it's not just to describe a character. Maybe it's just central theme. And then, spewing some white stuff. I'm not even gonna guess what that is. Ugh. Destroyed robot. Okay. Don't know who she is, but she seems pissed. She goes and she spray paints the J on her chest, which definitely symbolizes Judas. I see more robots walking around, stuff like that. Now there's the horse one. Got more electrical powers. Then you got some sort of like grid type mechanic, grid type whip that you can like pull them in, which is cool, like a little lasso. You probably get it from them, I would imagine so. Yeah, see more. Yeah, he gets enraged, comes over here, gets really pissed. Then we have the more of the chef, electrical powers. So they only really showed a couple electrical powers, and then obviously here, I don't know if this is to symbolize her having fire powers or more or less her just burning everything to the ground, more like symbolicness with that, as what I would imagine. So yeah, that's Judas. Seems pretty cool. I'll be definitely keeping a close eye on that game because I love the Bioshock series, and something new and creative, a new IP, is going to be quite interesting. And I mean, to be in space, I mean, let's go. I mean, even if we go back here, right? So if we go here, one last thing, this is probably their new. Obviously, they're in space, so you're gonna hit a window and you're gonna get sucked down into space instead of water pouring in like in Bioshock. So that's different as well, which I think is going to be a pretty cool mechanic, and I hope they utilize it within the game where things will get sucked out into space. I hope you could do that. I guess in different scenarios, maybe like a bunch of enemies are coming in, you can crowd control, and then the gates will like close down. But I think we have a central timeline. I think it's 1979, so that probably is the time this takes place. Pretty cool. So again, yeah, the robot's like freaking out. He's going to space, and then gets like caught within like Yeah, it gets like caught within it. So, like I said, I'll be keeping a close eye on this game, and I'll have more information as I get to it.